Good evening all. Welcome to Chelsea Dad. This is Kel. How are we all doing? Like and subscribe guys, that'll be brilliant. Before we get going, go on, help us out. Press that button. Well, Chelsea 3, Hammers 2. Can anyone tell me what we just witnessed there? Wow! That had everything. Shit first half, better second half, late winner, shenanigans, red card, chaos. What's going on? Wow. Where do we start? Oh, guys, it's 3 points. We've won. It's against the Dirty Hammers. Good comeback. Should we have been in a position to have to come back? Blah, 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 blah. Wow. That was proper chicken oriental, wasn't it? Oh, right. Let's start at the beginning. 7 changes to start with. Esteval has had to go back to Brazil. He's got some personal issues there. I hope it's nothing too bad. And the best of luck and everything over there, mate. I hope it's okay. But yeah, 7 changes. Wow. Why do we keep doing it? Why do we keep making wholesale changes? You don't get Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Man United, etc., making wholesale changes just for the sake of it. Look at Arsenal. That defence, if they're all fit, they play. And look at that defence we had. Wow. None of them, that 4, had never played together before. Why are we doing that? That's crazy. And you've got Hatto, you've got Badiashile. The guy should not be starting games. He is pony. Stop starting him. And that defence was all over the shop. Trev, who's normally very dependable, every time he plays with Tosin or Badiashile, he looks bad. It doesn't do him any favours. Second half, when Fofana was there, Trev was much better. He's more confident with Fofana next to him. Even though Fofana sort of almost cocked up in his first 5 minutes of coming on second half, but we'll get there. But wow, guys, 7 changes, a completely new defence. Who's doing this? Is this really Liam Rosenior, or is this the AI rubbish again, or the directors or the owners poking their nose into football matters? Seriously, why would Liam Rosenior risk us against West Ham, who are on a bit of a run, who are confident, playing a completely new back 4? 7 changes as well. Stop it. 1 or 2 every sort of game to give certain players a rest. But 7, that's 2/3 of your team. You're not going to succeed with that. And even if you do, very rarely. I mean, they just looked all over the shop. And rightly so. 7 changes. This is what it does. We were all over the shop. West Ham were running it. They were by far the better team in that first half. And at the end of the first half, they deserved their 2-0 lead at half time. That was shocking. But 7 changes. Yeah, always play your best team. If they're fit and available and ready to go, don't just swap it all about for the sake of it. If they're there, ready, firing, play them. Play your best team. This is the Premier League. This is not the Carabao Cup. This is not a pre-season friendly. We need every point we can get to try and get into that top 4, which is going to be very difficult. So let's not make it more difficult by doing this, playing a complete different back 4 and 7 changes. Don't risk it. Why risk it? It's just, wow. Stop doing it, Chelsea. Stop doing it, AI. Stop doing it, directors and owners. And even if it is you, Liam Rosenior, which I don't really think it is, learn from your mistakes. You've made mistakes recently, or AI has, with certain things, and it's almost cost us. Let's not gamble. Don't take risks. Play your strongest team. If Trevor and Wes are fit, you play them to start with at the back. If Kukurea is fit, yes, even when he's not playing that great, he's still better than Hato. But then you can't have Hato and Badiashile together because Hato is inexperienced and Badiashile is a pile of shit. He was crap in that first half. And what else do? You start with both Garnacho and Gittins. One's had hardly any minutes, and the other one is absolutely crap when he starts games. I wonder who that is. Have a guess. Oh, would it be Garnacho? Yes, that would be Garnacho, wouldn't it? Again, that first half. What a joke. He was useless. He was like Neto on Wednesday against Napoli. Right? Garnacho today, 12 times in that first half, he gave the ball away. And most of them were not under pressure. Just lousy, pathetic passes. He was unable to take his player on. His crosses were shite when he managed to get the chance to put them in. His energy levels were crap. It's just everything. And defensively, when they were hitting us down their right, on our left, there was no protection for Hato because Garnacho's defensive duties are shocking. Absolutely shocking. Lazy. He was sort of trotting behind and then stopping and just letting people get through and get a crossing. And West Ham could have been 3 or 4-0 up at half time. Garnacho, offensively, inept, useless. Defensively, tosser, mate. Absolute tosser. Useless. You left Hato exposed so many times and you made him look worse than he was making himself look. Garnacho, don't start games. I've said this. He's no good at starting. Don't start him. Bring him on as a sub. Because when he comes on for 20 minutes or something, when other players on the other team are starting to get tired, then he's got a slight chance of taking them on and getting past and getting crosses and shots away. But when he's playing against fresh players from the start, he ain't got a clue. He hasn't got the capabilities. Never wanted Garnacho, and this is why. He's useless. He's just shocking. But then, yeah, Badiashile, clueless again. Just, where's my brain? Where's my brain? Oh, my eyes. Oh, I can't see my brain because of my eyes. Oh, mate. Wrong. And Enzo and Caicedo, first half, weren't particularly impressive. Just wasn't enough energy, wasn't enough hunger. They weren't winning enough balls. They were second to the ball a lot of the time. They were beating us, pace, energy. They were outthinking us. I mean, they outthought us and they outfought us. You know what I mean? With the power and the muscle. Palmer in the first half didn't really do a lot. Delap, ineffective in that first half. And he weren't getting a lot of the ball, but when he did, he still weren't doing a lot. So no one played well in that first half. Not one player played well. Some a lot worse than others. Garnacho, the absolute worst. I'm glad he got taken off at half time. Nothing in that first half worked. They weren't in union with each other. There was no... what's the word I'm looking for? They just didn't know what to do with each other. You might as well just stood on the sideline and just had a fag and a chat instead of playing football because nothing you were trying was coming off and you didn't really know what to do. You're getting the ball and they're like, there's no ideas, no imagination. Missed Esteval today because I think he would have had a field day today, him and Palmer. And then, half time. Thankfully, half time came. I mean, if there'd been another 5 minutes to that first half, I think I would have pulled out what little hair I've got. You know what I mean? And I think we could have been 3 or 4-0 down. They were over us, all over us. But whistles, half time. When the half time whistle went, deserved because it was a piss poor performance. Inept, lethargic. lack of ideas. It was just slow. And we've seen it before, haven't we? How many times have we seen it? Too many times. But hey, look, half-time came, and you knew before the players went off, you could see Rosinia chatting to João Pedro. Who else was there? Cucurella and Fofana, and they were sort of warming up and doing, passing to each other, getting each other flexed, ready for the second half. You knew they were coming on before you knew they were coming on. Anyway, so yes, Fofana, Cucurella and João Pedro come on. And not being funny, they should have been those three players should have started, but no, you wanted to gamble with all that nonsense. And what a difference it made. We got more of our proper first team players on the pitch now. And we started taking control. I mean, West Ham had a little sniff with Bowen, but he would have been offside. So before anyone says, oh, we should have been 3-0 in the second half, you could have been 3 or 4-0 up at half time, but not in the second half. So that was that. And we started taking a bit more control. There was more energy because we had the right players on the pitch. We were pushing them back. And lo and behold, we scored. Crossed by Cucurella, one of the substitutes. No, sorry, I got that wrong. Earlier, it was a cross by Cucurella, and Delap had a bit of a half chance, sliced it wide. Possibly could have done better. 57th minute, good cross by Fofana. What a lovely ball in. And who's there? Bosch, João Pedro, the man of the moment in his purple patch, nods it in. I think he probably sliced the ball a little bit, and it came off and went towards the far post to where he was. But they all count. No matter how they go in, a goal's a goal. Pulled us back to 2-1. And then we were buzzing for 5 minutes. You think, come on, we're going to have them. And then it sort of went a little bit quiet again after that. It sort of relaxed. And then 70th minute come along. And there was a cross by Neto. It comes over. Gusto heads it. I think it comes off like the top of a defender's head, hits the crossbar, comes back down. But who's there? Sideshow Bob number 2, Mr. Fuzzy Head, comes in. Bosch, Cucurella, diving header towards the far post. VAR had a check and all that, but that was nonsense. 2-2. Like, yes, let's get at them. Let's have it. Deservedly come back to 2-2. So, and then it carries on. What we got? We got later on, 80th minute, James comes on for Gusto. Gusto, bit hit and miss. 1 or 2 half-decent things. A couple of times, sort of caught out, give the ball away, out of position, stuff like that, you know. Then, 85th minute, stupid yellow card by Caicedo. Why'd you do it, mate? He fouled Somerville. You didn't have to go in like that on him. That's just another yellow card that's going to go towards another ban at some stage in the season, isn't it? Stop picking up the cards, mate. That word beginning with D. Discipline. Keep saying it. Keep calmer. Be more sensible. You didn't have to go flying in. You just got up behind him, held him, kept him there, stop him from turning, closing down any space on him. But you've gone through him, mate. So you got a rightful yellow card. And Palmer had a half chance, fluffed it in about the 89th minute. Then in the 92nd minute, oh, Enzo Fernandez, Bosch, mate. People slag him off, and I have at times, because sometimes he sort of goes missing. Now, the first half, he was a little bit quiet. Second half, he was a bit of a machine. His energy levels picked up, and I think it rubbed off on other players. I mean, he actually sort of showed us why he sometimes wears that captain's armband. That second half, he was buzzing, and that's what I like to see. Energy levels picked up. I'm thinking, where was it in the first half? But probably because we didn't have the right players on the pitch and stuff, but we keep saying that. Right, so Bosch, what happens? The ball comes in. I can't remember who did like the sort of 1-2 into the box. But then there's João Pedro, another substitute, cuts it inside, Enzo doesn't panic, doesn't try and smash it, just places it between defenders and past the goalkeeper. 3-2, rightly so by the end. I mean, some hammers will be really unhappy. Yeah, your first half, you were fantastic, where we were crap. Second half, we were a lot better, and then you sort of turned to crap. But we made more of our chances in the second half than you did of yours in the first half. And that's just football for you. So we're 3-2 up. Great goal. Rightly so, I think. Finally, the crowd are buzzing because in the first half, until they started booing at half time, they were a bit quiet and West Ham fans were out singing us. Second half, much better with the goals. The fans picked up. Be nice if you pick up a bit and pick the players up when they're not playing so well and they're losing at the time as well. That'll be nice. But that's the home fans for you. The away fans are always doing it, no matter what the scoreline is or the performance. They get the players going. First half, fans, to me, just didn't do well enough. But there we go. So we had 2 goals and 2 assists by the substitutes that Liam Rosinia brought on at half time. Now, if it was him making those decisions, fair play, because they worked. But those players should have been on the pitch at the start of the match. You get me? Anyway, so there's that. And then Palmer skies another good chance in about the 94th, 95th minute. It comes through him with his left foot, and it's sort of, I think it's still up there somewhere. I don't think the ball's come back down. Normally, he would like slide it inside the near post or in the top corner from about 8 yards out. But he skied it. But hey, his performance was slightly better in the second half as well, because he'd gone from the 10 position in the second half and he had moved out onto the right, and João Pedro had taken his place as the number 10. And it worked. Again, things start happening when Palmer and João Pedro are together on the pitch at the same time. Don't separate them. These guys do so much better when they're playing together. Stop having one starting and the other one on the bench and vice versa. Start them, okay? Stop making these ridiculous errors and choices. I just don't know who makes it. I mean, they need a slap. You know what I mean? Anyway, and then we get all that shenanigans. It turns into a boxing match in the corner up the shed end. What's his face? Muscles. Starts throwing Cucurella all over the place, and then Pedro goes over and shoves him and all that, and I'm like, oh no. And did you see the geezer? He's like, oh, smash you up, Hulk smash. And then everyone's flying in and all that, and it's all a bit petty and a bit stupid. And then that Tadibo, or whatever his face is, devil eyes, oh, you could see he wasn't happy. Grabs Pedro round the throat. Obviously, it goes to VAR. Mate, you can't do that, son, on the pitch. Rightly sent off. I think there maybe should have been 1 or 2 other yellow cards there, Chelsea and West Ham. But Tadibo gets his marching orders. Ref blows the whistle. Our mate, Anthony Taylor. Wow. And he didn't fuck us over for once. But, wow. Only at Chelsea you get games like this. Why do they put it through us? Why can't we do things easy? Oh, man, it's just twisting my melon, man. You know what I mean? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? You know what I'm saying? It's proper mental. It's off its nut. And we get this at Chelsea. They know how to test our stress levels, don't they? I think I chewed up most of my fingernails off. They're going to be stinging a bit later when I wash my hands and all that. But Chelsea, you've done well to come back. I love that, the fact you didn't give in like you didn't against Napoli. But why are you putting yourselves in the positions in the first place? Stop fucking about with the lineup. Stop making so many wholesale changes. We want a set defence that get used to playing each other. Like you got the guys at Arsenal. They're 2 back 2. You know, they're 2 centre backs. Unless there's an injury or something, they're there. Why do you keep messing with ours? Oh, fitness. No. If they're okay to play, Play them. Don't think about the next game or 2 games. Sort the game out you're in at the time. All right? Neither of them are world beaters. But Trev and Fofana are our best pairing. I don't want Badiashile in there. Thank goodness Tosin is injured and can't play for a while. Because these guys should not be playing a centre-back for Chelsea. Okay? So play the best we got. If they're fit enough to go on the pitch, play them. I don't care what your excuses are. I don't want the medical team overdoing it and poking their nose in and stuff. Liam Rosenior, grow a spine, mate. Grow a pair of bollocks and make sure you choose who you want to play, okay? You know your only 2 half-decent CBs are Trev and Wes. And Achimpong, Josh, he don't get a sniff. As far as I'm concerned, if you are going to change it up, I'd rather him at the back. Not Badiashile, not Tosin, because that kid is better than the pair of them. But what do I know? I'm just a mere supporter that's been supporting this club for over half a century. You know what I mean? But I think my heart's still pounding. I don't know what yours is like, guys, but sometimes our football team is just too much. Can we not have some games where we're 3-0 up at half time and cruise it through the second half and win 5-0? Can we not have some of them? Do we have to have these heart attack games every week? But yeah, a game of 2 halves. First half, West Ham on top, the better side. Us appalling. The second half, completely different. Like they've been in there sniffing some space dust or something and they've come out like, right, let's have it. It's good to see. I like it. But it still doesn't cover up all the problems, does it? Why are these decisions being made in the first place before the fricking game's kicked off? It's bonkers. It's not the first time, and I doubt very much it will be the last time. But it's just too much. It's just too much. Keep it simple. Play your best team. Play your best players. Play the players in their rightful positions. If you are going to make changes, do 1 or 2 per game. Not 5, 6, 7. I think we've even had 9 and 10 in some cup competitions. It's too much. You know, you need a team to get to know each other and play together properly. You can't have one team one week and then like wholesale changes the next and expect them to keep going on. We got a bit lucky, but sometimes you earn your luck. In the second half, we earned a luck, but we got lucky because it was decided to put the right players on at half time. I like that. That's a good thing. Not frightened to make changes at half time when it's going a bit peaked on. There have been certain managers that haven't. Oh, managers, head coaches, gaffers, puppets that have left it to like 80 minutes and stuff and then put the wrong people on. At least a couple of times recently, half-time substitutions have been made. You know, when there's still time to do something with the match. But, yeah, 3-2 against the Hammers. We're up to 40 points. What's your thoughts on it, guys? I mean, what do you make about any of the things that I've said? Anything that I've missed? If you've got any thoughts, let me know. Crack them down in the comments, yeah? Don't forget, like and subscribe. Would appreciate it. All right, need all the help. I've just got over 50 subscribers now, and I've been doing it about 2 months, I think. Come on, keep helping us out, all right? There are times a couple of times I've got a bit deflated with doing this. I'm trying my best. I'm learning. I'm nowhere near your Eunices or your George Bensons or your Johnny Minerals and people like that yet. Or your Miz's or your Matisse Tits, you know, Matisse Armani's and people like this. Who's that Nini and all that as well. Who's that Muppet that was in EastEnders? What's his face? Rory Jennings. I don't want to be like him. I'm not quite there yet, but the only way I'm going to get there is with your help, guys. So, come on down. Press those buttons. Have a chat. See where we get. Anyway, 3 points. 3 bloody points. Half time, I was crying. At the end of it, I'm crying for a different reason. Gone from tears of sadness to tears of joy. Great fight back. just don't put us in that position to start with, to have to fight back. Can we not start games? Can we not play 2 good halves? I mean, so many times we play 2 shit halves, and then sometimes we'll play a shit half and then have a good half. Very rare we play 2 good halves. But, wow. I think my heart still goes boom, 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 boom. There we go. These people can watch Match of the Day tonight and have something to look forward to. Although I probably think most people sort of forego the first half highlights and then kick on with the second half highlights. But 3 points it is. Doesn't change the fact Blueco and Clear Lake are absolute criminals and scumbags and a cancer at our club. Again, you're going to have all the flip-flops and all the toxic positives kissing Liam Rosinia's ass too soon and then backing up the Blueco saying, oh, this project and process is wonderful. Fuck off. It's still bullshit. We're still in the mud as a club. And we're still in a lot of debt. They're still pissing us fans over. They're still shitting on us from a great height. But I will support the team. Okay? Through thick and thin, rain or shine, I have done for over half a century, supported my team through good times and bad times. I will support the gaffer, the puppet, even though he's not my choice and I didn't want him and I don't want him. I still don't want him. I still don't think he's elite enough. Okay? But he's here. Whilst he's here, I'll cheer him and the team on, even though I don't want him. Hopefully, he will change my mind over time in regards to him personally as our head coach. Because if he does that, that means the team is winning and being successful and winning trophies and at the elite level again. I don't think that's ever going to happen under him. But whilst he's here, I will support him. When things go well, I'll say well done. When the shit hits the fan, I will slate him. Just like we do with anybody. All right? But it's still Blueco, Clear Lake, out. Everyone needs to get on board with that. They are a cancer. Just like the guys at Man United. They're owners from the same smelly, dirty pot of shit. So get them out. Absolutely get out of our club. But back to it. 3 points. Up the Chelsea. Up the Blues. Keep the blue flag flying high. Get in there. And thankfully, we come up trump second half. And thank you, Anthony Taylor, for not screwing us over for once in a game. Actually, I think the last 2 or 3 games he's refereed for us. He's not been too bad. He did have about 20 on the trot where he completely messed us up. But hey-ho, we've won. We can all have a good evening, Chelsea. We can all crack on and watch maybe the Bin Dippers versus the Toon Army in a little while. I'm not sure I want to win that. A draw's probably favours us overall. But if I wanted someone to win, it would be the Toon Army because I hate the Bin Dippers. Not as much as I hate Arsenal. And I've got to give it to Arsenal. They've gone up the dirty leads up to Ellen Road today and absolutely smashed them 4-0. Not what we needed when we're playing them midweek in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. So their confidence is going to be up again. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, was it Wednesday? Bring it on. Or was it Tuesday? I can't remember. Tuesday or Wednesday. I will check on it. But I'll probably do another video tomorrow. Enjoy this 3 points. Don't get overexcited. Stop waxing lyrical over Liam Rosinia. Put your boxes of Kleenex and your marigold gloves back in the dirty cupboard. All right? Because he's not the Messiah. All right? He's just a very naughty boy. If you know, you know. But yeah, don't get too excited. Enjoy the 3 points, enjoy the win. But don't think we're back, because we ain't back. And we ain't ever going to be back to our elite levels under this ownership. Not with our process right now. All right? But yeah, 3 points. I'm having it. I'm going to go make a cup of tea now. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Maybe speak to you tomorrow. All right? Love. Peace. Look after yourselves. Take care. And we'll chat tomorrow. Up the Chelsea. Blueco out.